Yo, what's good, boys? Today we got you guys with the base build video of the Tacularr 2x2 solo duo trio version that I designed that I posted last week. I know you guys have been waiting for this, so I got you guys today. If y'all want to go see the tour for this base, go check out my other video. But with that being said, guys, let's get right into the build. To start off the first floor, guys, we're just going to make a circle with triangles just like that. We're going to cover in the entire thing with walls. We're going to choose one triangle for our TC, wall on the right, triangle on top, and we're going to throw our TC down just like that. Cover it with a window, and then we're going to go ahead and cover every triangle with more triangles besides the last one. And we're going to throw a furnace jump up in that corner, just like that. And then we're going to add a half-height shelf for some boxes within the TC room. We're going to throw a frame on there, just like that. We're going to throw a frame in front of the furnace jump up. We're going to jump up here. We're going to throw some walls here in a triangle as well as another frame. And with that, guys, the first floor is completely done. Once you got the first floor completely done and upgraded, it should look something like this. To start off the second floor, guys, you're going to go ahead and grab some walls. You're going to completely wall it in. You're going to throw some triangles on top just like that. Again, leaving a square open. We're going to place some frames down just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and place a garage door and make another furnace jump up. Later on, guys, if you want to replace these with ladder hatches, you can. But for now, you can just throw some furnaces in there. And it's pretty simple. That's the second floor, guys. As always, guys, I'm going to show you guys what it should look like when it's fully upgraded. For the third floor, guys, you're going to position yourself over the opening, and across from the opening, you're going to throw down a frame. You're going to place 3 windows to the left and 2 walls to the right, just like that. We're going to slap down a wall right there and cover in almost every part with triangles besides this last one. We're going to throw a frame in there. We're going to make a half-height shelf for our Dropbox loot room, just like that. Throw a frame on that. And then from here, we're just going to throw some more frames in so we could later put garage doors. And just like that, guys, the third floor is finished. Fully done, it should look something like this. Next up, guys, we're going to get some honeycomb down for the base. Off of each one of the walls, we're going to throw down a triangle foundation just like that, going all the way around. Once we finish, we're going to come over to one of the foundations, and we're going to start walling it in, going all the way to the top, just like this. We're going to go ahead and put walls on this part of honeycomb as well. For the parts where there's windows on it, we're going to go 2 walls high. Throw down a platform like that, a wall to the left, triangle on top, and a wall to wall it in. Because later on, that's where our batteries are going to go. We're going to go ahead and wall in the rest. And as you can see, we have 3 window parts. So again, we're going to repeat that process. Throw down 2 walls just like that. We're going to throw a 3rd wall on the top. Throw down a triangle on top, and wall it in. We're going to cover in the honeycomb on the other side. And then we only have 1 more window part to do. So again, guys, repeat that process. Walls up, triangle on top and bottom. We're going to go ahead and delete that. Wall it in. Those are our battery compartments, and wall that. This part where the door is, you're going to want to place a frame here, and you're going to have 3 walls going up. On top of the frame, you're going to place 2 walls, just like that. And then within the frame, you're going to go ahead and place a triangle frame right there, and a triangle frame underneath the double door. This is going to work for our ladder hatches so that you guys can get up and in your base. We're going to finish it off by throwing triangles on top of our honeycomb just like that, and the honeycomb is finished. This is what it looks like fully upgraded to sheet metal. Make sure when you guys get an armored double door to put it right there. It's going to help you out later. As you can see, we have our batteries and we have our loot room. We have our ladder hatch as well, and our ladder hatch to get us up to our soon to be built shooting floor. Next, we got our externals. We're going to go ahead and throw on symmetry for this, guys. But for you, just do this on all sides. We're going to place a triangle foundation as well as 3 foundations out, just like that. Destroy what was built from the base. Build back with some triangles, just like that. And it should look like this on all sides. If it's confusing, guys, you can go ahead and rewind the video. From each one of these build outs, we're going to build 3 squares, a half moon of triangles, as well as a square foundation and a triangle foundation. We're going to go ahead and throw down a wall and 2 half walls to the left, a triangle on top, and we are going to throw down our external TC. We're going to cover it up with a window. Again, we're going to be doing this on all sides, guys, so you're going to want to repeat this process. We're going to destroy what we built off of those 3 square foundations. We're going to go ahead and turn on 3-sided symmetry, because if you guys seen the tour before, 3 of these gate-houses are bedrooms and 3 of these are actual gate-houses. The external that's facing off of our door, we're going to be placing a wall. We're going to go ahead and place 2 triangle frames just like that, a square frame coming off the external, and we're going to connect it in like that. As you can see, we did it on 3 of these sides, so every other one is a wall. The other ones we're going to fill in with frames instead, but it's going to be just the same. 2 triangle frames, a square frame off the external, and 2 triangle frames to connect it. It should look something like this when it's all done. Next up, guys, we're going to go ahead and start building our gatehouses. Again, we're going to be using 3-sided symmetry. We're going to start with the one that's connected with a wall. We're going to throw down 2 triangle foundations with windows. We're going to throw down a frame, a half wall on top of that, and 3 half walls behind. 2 triangles just like that. A floor on top and a half wall to cover in those triangles. And we're going to throw a triangle connected to the frame. It should look something like this. And again, it's every other one. When we come over to the ones that have frames, it's very similar. We're going to go 2 triangle foundations covered in with windows, but here we're going to throw down roof triangles to create gatehouse peaks. We're going to go ahead and throw down a frame right here, half wall on top, 3 half walls in the back just like that, with triangles on top and bottom on both sides, half walls to cover them in, a floor on top, and a triangle facing out. That's going to be for our Dropbox storage. When the gatehouses are done, it should look something like this. Next up, we got our compound walls. We're going to go ahead and throw on symmetry for this. You're going to want to place them slightly bowing out from the gatehouse, just like that. And the next one should snap in pretty well, just like that. Once you guys do it on all 6 sides, this is what it should look like. Next up, guys, I know y'all can't have people jumping in your compound, so we're going to go ahead and throw down some barricades for you guys. We're going to keep symmetry on. We're going to place 2 twig triangles just like that and throw a barricade down. We can delete those triangles now. We're going to do it on the other side as well. And we're going to come over to the back of our gatehouse and throw down the 3rd barricade in the middle just like that. So if you look around, it looks something like this. Once you guys got the compound done, it should look something like this. We got our furnaces, we got our turrets, we got our embrasures. If you come over here, we got our bedrooms, locker in there, and our Dropbox storage. We come over to the gatehouse. We got our Dropbox storage in the top, as well as our peaks and some turrets. Again, guys, this is all preference, but me personally, this is how I would set up my compound. Next up, guys, we want to make our mini shell within the wide gaps. We're going to position ourselves in front of the door and throw down a frame. Directly opposite of this, we're going to throw down another frame, so this is going to create 2 entrances for us to get into our base. We're going to come around, we're going to throw down 2 windows to the left and right of these frames, just like that. Again, we're going to go on the other side and repeat this process. Once we're done with that, we're going to come around to our other footholds. We're going to throw down some walls just like this to completely encase our shell. Again, walls all the way around. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and jump up here. We're going to place our triangles above our shell. If you guys notice, I actually add an extra layer of triangles facing in towards the base, as you can see right there, because it actually adds an extra layer of defense and people can't just hop over your shell. They actually have to raid through those triangles. You're just going to go ahead and continue on with the triangles all the way around the shell, and that's what it should look like when it's done. Once you guys got the shell done, personally, I would set it up just like this. I got my oil refinery to the left, bedroom to the right, mixing table, another bedroom, and we got our entrance with some embrasures. We got our mixing table and another bedroom. Again, this is all preference, whatever you guys want to throw in here. We got our peaks outside into the compound. This fully secures the bottom layer of our base. Next up, guys, we got the shooting floor. We're going to position ourselves on the ladder hatch, walk across and place a frame. We're going to wall it in with walls just like that, and we're going to cover it in with triangles. From here, we're going to go ahead and place a wall right there and a frame on the opposite side. We're going to turn on symmetry for this, and we're going to drop down onto our shell. We're going to place 3 frames there and 3 frames on top, just like that. You're going to go ahead and do that on all sides. Once we hop up here, we're going to place 3 triangles and 2 facing us, just like that. We're going to go ahead and grab a half wall, throw a window on top, the left and right, and we are going to grab triangles, a triangle frame there, and a triangle in the middle. This next part we're only going to do on 3 sides, again 3-sided symmetry. We're going to go ahead and place our hidden lockers. You're going to want to line it up with the triangle lines on the floor, just like I do here. From here, we're going to grab some roof triangles and we're going to cover it in. Make sure your lockers are accessible before upgrading these ramps. These other 3 sides, we're going to go ahead and put a triangle right there. This is going to be our turret pod. Again, we're going to cover it in with triangles just like that. From here, we're going to go ahead and hop up to our roof. Once we get up here, we're going to want to cover in the shooting floor with triangles just like that. We're going to do it on all sides. And with that, guys, the shooting floor is completely built. When it's fully upgraded, I like to throw a bed on the left and lockers on the right. If you want, you could change out the bed for a loot room. We're going to come into the shooting floor. We got our turrets in there. We got our lockers in there, making sure they're accessible. We got really nice wide gaps, as you guys seen in the tour last week. We can use these ramps to peek out of our embrasures just like that. Again, I'm showing you guys the turret coverage. We open up our ladder hatch, and from here we can get on top of our roof. Next part, we're going to throw on 6-sided symmetry. If you guys are just going to repeat this 6 times, we're going to place windows around the ladder hatch as well as one on the right. And then we're going to throw a frame right there, a half wall in the back, and we're going to cover in the whole thing with triangles. It's pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and come back in here, and we can place our roof triangles from underneath the floor just like that. And it should look like that all around. Fully upgraded, I like to throw some garage doors there with embrasures, and I like to throw some boxes mixed up with turrets on the top. You guys can see in here we have our ladder hatch, we have our embrasures, and this is what it looks like from the outside. This next part, guys, I'm going to show you guys the placement of the windmills. We're going to go ahead and turn on 3-sided symmetry again. We're going to go up with 3 frames and 2 triangles on the top. We're going to go ahead and grab our windmill. We're going to rotate it and place it down just like that. Again, make sure you guys repeat this 2 more times. This next part is really just preference, but I really like using these metal barricades on top of the shell. We're going to go ahead and throw down twig, and we're going to place the barricade, making sure that the leg is actually off the side so no one can ladder up. If you want to see it again right here, you're going to make it, you see where the leg is off the side right there so people can't ladder up. We're going to go ahead and delete our twig, just like that. Right here, I'm going to show you guys that if they do try and go up, it'll actually hit them. If you do this right, you can't actually even place a ladder, but this is what it looks like on all sides. With that, guys, the build is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys use this build in your next wipe, let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, like and sub. We got a video coming on Sunday. Stay tuned for that. But until then, I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Peace out.